We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jet sweep to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The tackle by Leonard.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Sometimes I need a check. Switch.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Vita Vea on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run through with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 55 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and goal. Jones. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, That type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Check four. Check it, reload.
On first down, Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the run is Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Barkley again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
To go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Jones. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Giants.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette on the counter. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 62 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running...
Looking up into the lights, and he mustn't. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hey, check it.
Brady now on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off play action. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jones on 1st down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. You call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 8 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A first down carry for Barkley. Into the secondary again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with that. Oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they took the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Leonard Fournette. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this This one caught by Cameron Braid.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Barkley, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Jones throwing on first down. And that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on third down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set to kick off.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
8-yard pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 22 yards there, a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brought down by Shaq Barrett. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
On the carry.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Giants, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd.